I got a haircut. We're going to be making the genocide breakdown video of the animation that I made for Lil Darkie. I'm not sure if this one has a animatic. I think I just went off the cuff on this one and just hit it, you know? As you see, we have a tank reference here. Okay, first things first, my favorite sentence. Let's start with one of the... It's not actually an Easter egg, it's a secret. It's a secret, yeah? So, you see the dancing Darkie. Sorry. Let's first see the footage. The real, actual, live footage of this dance. And let me warn you, it's made with rotoscoping. It's a type of animation where you take actual footage of a live person or something like that and you trace over it. You trace over the movement. The oldest Disney movies have done that. Some Ralph Bakshi movies like Fritz the Cat, I'm not sure actually, but some of his other films have done that. It's fun, but it takes a lot of time. I want to warn you. I shot myself naked in my room, so I will be blurring out the sensitive parts, but this is it. Yeah, so I had a couple of different versions of the dance. I just decided to turn on the music and start dancing. The one that I finally decided to use is one at the end where it's just this and I looped it and then draw about 5 or 6 frames or something like that. You're glad you're not seeing what's going on down there. But that's not what I want to show you. I was thinking of making it really creepy, like not actually using Darkie's signature head. So prepare yourself. By pressing D and deselecting this layer, we reveal... I know, it's terrifying. So yeah, I was thinking of using this one, but decided to use the normal Darkie because this was way too, I'm gonna say it, fucked up. So, let's start. The first one, I think it's very obvious. Oh yeah, epilepsy warning. You see this line, the black line? That's the in-between. I put one keyframe at the beginning, one keyframe over here, and it just made a zooming in effect when I turn on the in-between. The lip sync I explained in the last one. I just drawing substitutions. I have mouths for each vowel. I think it's called a vowel. Different mouths. And the head is just this and... Okay, there are a lot of mysteries locked here. We have the blinking Darkie. Over here, before this little line, we are open. After this little line, we are closed. And if I press the strange one over here, bam! And we have this disgusting creature. Yeah. So, yeah. And on the side, we have a gun. We have a tombstone, a skull, and a knife with blood. Some liquor and a cigar. And each one of those, I think there are 2 frames or 1 frame? 2 frames. Okay, each one is held for 2 frames. And of course, over here, all these red dots or little squares, if you want to be a cunt about it, they are for the shake of the camera, because we here at Living and Limo Productions love shake. Yeah, the transition. Over here I have the head, and on the next one I just switch, it's the same head, it's just a little... And over here, as you see, I put another layer for a body. It's just a single body, and I just draw the mushrooms and everything, and it's again with the twinning process and just pulling them back. And of course the background is just 1 frame black, 1 frame white, going you know. And if I come over here at the drawings, you can see it's This one is opening his mouth a little, the other one too. Actually, it's this one is a complete copy of this one, just mirrored, and the same for these two. And I just redraw them 2 times so they have a shake of their own. Over here, if you hear the music, it reminded me of a train. We have everything on the train as a separate layer. Darkie is over here. This one is separate. This one is separate also. We have a small animation on the robo over here moving. This one is separate. This one is separate. This one is separate, and this one is also separate. And if we play it, each one of them has its own shake, which is kind of dumb actually. Well, not actually, because everything is shaking. It's not noticeable actually. So. Yeah, it is actually. It is not noticeable. Over here, it's just Darkie on the. This is 2 frames where his feet shake a little and his body. The railroads are one thing. He's connected to that, and just the mouth is moving, so he's singing. 1 frame here, 1 frame upside down, and I put the tween on it. Zoom out. Boom, we are there. Let's break it down. Yeah, the crowd is 2 frames, so it's we have a guy with his tongue, a foot, arm, some devil guys, a guy with a hat, you know, some punk guys over here. Yeah, we have different arms for the movement. His head. In this animation, every time you see Darkie's head, it's the same animation, except in the car. And except in some parts I will explain later, but each one of them where he's just sitting and looking at the camera and singing and his mouth is moving, it's the same head. I just reuse it, but I change the mouth movements for each one where he's rapping different stuff. This is separate. This is the wall. I just took the Darkie over here, duplicated him 2 times on both of his sides, made them big, and put a wall in front of them so it looks like it's you know, big monitors. Yeah, and the whatchamacallit, hangy thing. Here they are, each one of them. You never see this guy. He's always at the edge of the screen, and you never see him. But he's there. He's there with us. This video is named Breakdown because we're physically breaking the video right now. Different parts of the blood streak. I think it's this one, drawn the full part of it, and then I just made a duplicate of it and erased a part of it, and erased a part of it, and erased a part of it. And that makes it, like it's sticking to the wall. Yeah. Darkie approved of his mother spanking his ass cheeks. What's going on here? The body is just these 3 frames going over and over, so he's moving. His mom is one thing, and the arm is 3 frames again. Not a lot of animation. And the head is the same as this one, as I said before, just I made another one with the hair. We're going to the beautiful scene. If you watch the rap music video, it's basically the same as the horse running on the horizon. It's just a parallax effect where one part is moving the opposite and the other the opposite, and it's just, as you can see, what's happening. And when we come to the end, I just put it at the beginning again, so it's looped, as you can see. So, and of course, the farthest away from us, it's moving the slowest. The closest to us, it's moving the fastest. I actually don't like that I didn't color this part over here. Why does the liquid have to have contour lines? Sipping the piss out. This is a different head, that's what I was telling you. This is a slightly different angle. For the sheen, okay, that's actually interesting. I can try to explain that. We have a cutter. So basically how the cutter works. The cutter basically, imagine that my face right now is in the contour lines of it, like an animation. It has a line that's keeping everything in, and my skin is one tone, and I want a white streak to move from here to here. The cutter allows you to take the color that is my face, I have two duplicates of my skin. That sounds terrible, but I have two duplicates of my skin, and one of them works as a color. When I turn on the color, it cuts out everything that is outside of the reach of my color on the face. Like over here, the glasses are basically just this. They're cutting everything from this streak. This streak is going a little out of it. So you can see I'm moving it, and it's only inside of it. You can just meditate on it. Leap of faith. So the next shot was actually really tedious because I think I have two Darkie faces, and I had to duplicate each one of them and put it on a separate place. Let me show you what this looks like in the timeline. Look at this. This is madness. Each one of these I had to put keyframes so that the heads are shaking to the music. Let's follow one of them, just moving. As you can see, it's going up and it's going down, it's going up and it's going down, it's going up and it's going down, and each one is going a different direction. Each one of them was a separate movement. That was actually the most tedious part of this whole video, but it turned out great. I really like it. Basically just pushing them out. I was really wondering how to make all of these heads go back, some in front, and then all of them to be separate bodies going each direction. So let's make a flash frame where everything turns white, and then bam, there they are. And each one of them are a separate figure, so that I didn't animate them. No, I'm not crazy. So each one of them is a static image, and I just made twins of them going a little out from the direction of Darkie, and just. And over here on the turning effect, Darkie is a frame by frame spin animation. Over here you can see the frames. As you can see, just a clump of dead Darkies in the white void. And when he closes his eyes, I change to a Darkie that has holes in his eyes. I can see behind him. If I turn off Darkie, you can see the white background just has a hole in it. And I have a small frame by frame transition shot here where his eyes just. And if we open it, we have the same tank with the same looping animations, each one of them shaking like this. And when it's, yeah, we're keeping up with the breaking down of the video. Three different types of tanks. We have this one that is from the back, this one 3/4 of the back, and this is almost a profile. And I have these little streaks, I can't seem to press them. I wanna, yeah. I think they're 4 frames. Yeah, okay, so let's get into some Easter eggs. If any of you are fans of Neon Genesis Evangelion, this is one of the brutalest fights in the whole anime actually. Brilliant animation, brilliant storytelling, absolutely depressing shit, and of course my shot is nothing compared to this. The pulling back, I'm gonna play it. Like this. You saw that? It's not actually a frame by frame because I used a different angle, but I used the pull up that he used here. I didn't trace it or rotoscope it, I was just looking at it as a reference and using it here. Amazing stuff. But look, it's me showing respect to one of my favorite animations ever. If you think my animation is good and you want to see some real animation, you should definitely check out the whole series Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and then follow up with the movie End of Evangelion. But after that, there are the 3 new ones that are the reimaginings of the series. The first one is basically kind of the same as the first 6 episodes of the original series. After that, you have the second movie, which kind of goes the same way as the series, but not exactly. And then the third movie is completely bonkers. You just nothing to do with the original series. Hideaki Anno, who is the director and the creator of the whole Evangelion franchise, is a genius. Over here it's just a static of his head, 2 frames just going like this, so it's and over here the mountains are on a small movement to one side, and his jumping is frame by frame, just, yeah, you see one tank over here, and then bam, they're over there. And for the tanks and this, the rubble, I just had one drawing and made a small, you guessed it, a twin going upwards. It's on separate parts, so this smoke over here is on a looped animation just going upwards. The Darkie Mushroom Head starts from the small one, and it's just frame by frame. You know, I just drew one of them and then coloring it and removing the contour lines. And I think this one turned out really nice. I was really skeptical about how it would turn out because it had to be a lot of frames. It had to be really smooth animation. I'm kind of sad that actually nobody commented in the video that they liked the explosion. In each reaction I was expecting someone to say, wow, that was a nice explosion. That's one of the things that nobody appreciated. I know you guys appreciate it, but it's not something to mention. That's how you know something is great, when nobody mentions it, because you don't mention something that is great. It's already doing its purpose. You don't have to notice it. It's there and it's making an effect on you. It's moving the story forward. It's moving the effect of the music forward. Yeah. And as an end, how to end it? Dark screaming. But I guess I have deselected him so we can see him. And that's pretty much it. It's a lot shorter. So yeah. That's the genocide breakdown. No, I'm not gonna save it like that. It's broken as fuck. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm probably gonna be uploading from time to time some maybe animation tutorials, maybe some animations that I make on the side, some other projects maybe. And you know, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys, you know. We're doing it. We're grinding. We're trying to get into the hip hop scene. Trying to make animated videos for Travis Scott. Yeah. We're trying to get to Travis Scott right now. So yeah, that's the next milestone. No, it's not.